about a year ago or so about how many people I see per shift at the brothel, but I feel like I should update that video and make one about how many people I see per day as an independent escort, because there's a lot of factors that make it like pretty different. So let's get into that. So the first of these factors that I was talking about that make like, you know, a difference is the legality, okay? And like if I'm working in the gray area of the law as an escort, I'm obviously a lot more careful about, you know, which clients I'm going to pick to see. So that is definitely one of the big factors in the number that I'm going to tell you at the end of this video. Another big factor in, you know, how many people I see per day as an independent escort also boils down to the fact that, like, you know, I did work in the brothels for like 3 years, and for the most of that time, like probably 2.5 years of that time, it was either 6 days a week or 24/7 that I was working at the brothel. And while I've kind of gone into this in other videos in the past, like, you know, a lot of the time that you're working at the brothel, it's a lot of, you know, just like dead time and sitting around. But still, it's essentially living at work. And you know what? You could call me lazy. You could call me whatever, okay? But I don't think a lot of you people watching are capable of working 72 hours a week, okay? Or 24/7 without starting to get a little bit burnt out, okay? So, yeah, no, I'm not capable of that either. And I've been prioritizing like my mental health and just generally like chilling, okay, since I have left brothels. And when I see clients, it's going to be somebody that does not feel problematic to see, okay? Because I don't want to go into the booking like completely nervous or, you know, stressed out or, you know, questioning anything. Like, I've had enough of that over the last 3 years. So yeah, the clients that I cherry pick to see are people that just have read the booking directions in my ad and just comply without question. Because like I've had enough thinking about things in general for like the last 3 years. I'm not gonna lie, they wore me to a nub. Yeah, my tolerance for nonsense has been pretty much at zero for a while now, so there's that. Another factor that I'm going to, you know, include in this is that like I don't have a dedicated in-call space anymore. So I am generally just doing out calls, or I do in-calls, but the in-calls are for people that have paid me, you know, the extra in-call fee with the extra in-call deposit, so I can book a nice room and whoosh you there. So yeah, with all of that being said, I would have to say that I only see a couple people a month, because another thing, my rates are pretty high for in my area, but I don't really care about seeing like a great volume of people or a conveyor belt worth of wieners or whatever. Like I would rather prioritize like seeing people that aren't problematic and stress me out, and that I connect with and have a good time with. And generally the people that I do book end up extending their appointments, so it all evens out. Plus I also work in a strip club 4 days a week for like 5 hours a day, and I dedicate my money related focus, you know, to those 5 hours, and then I just go home, and then whatever I make, you know, escorting is just a nice little bonus. And also I go live every night on OnlyFans too, so it's not like I'm stressed about, you know, the lack of business that I get. I would rather just keep it that way. But if you are somebody out there and interested in increasing my volume of clientele by booking me, literally anywhere in the United States, because I also do offer fly me to you options, definitely check out my website. I have links to all of my ads with all of my information there. Or I mean, we could even do like a virtual date if you don't have the money for that. So yeah, check out my OnlyFans. Anywho, yeah, subscribe to my channel. You know, all the things. Smell you later.